more than 3 centuries, the Philippines lived under the shadow of Spanish rule. From 1565 until the closing years of the 19th century, Filipino lives were shaped by colonization, by forced labor, heavy taxation, and the loss of freedom. Yet beneath this long oppression, a spirit endured, a spirit that refused to be silenced, a spirit that will one day rise and demand independence.
By the late 19th century, this longing for independence had transformed into action. Revolutionary movements emerged, determined to end Spanish rule and reclaim sovereignty. Although the Filipinos were nearing the freedom they had long fought for, the road to true independence was marked by numerous struggles, turning points, and historic events.
In this narrative, we will journey through a crucial chapter in Philippine history: the birth of Philippine independence, the Declaration of Independence of 1898, the Malolos Constitution, the establishment of the First Philippine Republic.
Before we delve into the historic declaration itself, it is important to recognize the man who gave voice to this defining moment in our nation's history, Ambrosio Rianzanes Bautista y Altamira, also known as Don Bosco.
Did you know that it wasn't Emilio Aguinaldo who waved the national flag during the Declaration of Independence on June 12, 1898? Contrary to the popular belief that Aguinaldo was the one who waved the Philippine flag, it was actually Aguinaldo's lawyer and advisor, Ambrosio Rianzares Bautista, who presented and waved our flag to the public when our independence was proclaimed on June 12, 1898. Bautista was also the author of the Declaration of Independence that was read on the same day.
Ambrosio Rianzares Bautista, also known as Don Bosco, was born on December 7, 1830 in Binyan, Laguna. He was the son of Gregorio Enriquez Bautista and Silvestra Altamira. From a young age, Bautista showed intelligence and leadership. He completed his preparatory education in Binyan and later studied at the University of Santo Tomas, where he earned a degree in law.
As a lawyer, Bautista became known for defending Filipino rights against abuses by Spanish authorities. His involvement in reform movements eventually led him to support the revolutionary cause. He later became a close associate of General Emilio Aguinaldo and played a vital role in the Philippine Revolution.
1896, the Philippine Revolution erupted, led initially by the Katipunan under Andres Bolivar. Although early uprising faced setbacks, the movement gained momentum. By 1897, Emilio Aguinaldo emerged as a key revolutionary.
Due to political negotiations with Spain, Aguinaldo was exiled to Hong Kong under the Pact of Liak-Nabato. However, this exile did not end the struggle. When the Spanish-American War broke out in 1898, Aguinaldo returned to the Philippines and renewed determination, believing that the time for independence had finally come. Upon his return, Filipino revolutionary forces achieved a series of victories against Spain troops. Spanish control rapidly weakened, and the dream of independence was once again within reach.
The ancestral home of Emilio Aguinaldo, Filipinos gathered, soldiers, leaders, and citizens. For the first time, the Philippine flag was unfurled. The first time, the national anthem echoed across Filipino soil.
Did you know that the Philippine flag is unique? It's the only one in the world that changes based on the state of the nation. Blue on top means peace. Red on top, that means the nation is at war. Before our modern flag, there was the Katipunan. The revolution was born under the red banners, the color of blood and the courage. The flag we know today was born in exile, in Hong Kong, Emilio Aguinaldo designed it, and three brave women hand-sewed the very first one: Marcela Agoncillo, her daughter Lorenza, and Delfina Herbosa de Natividad. The three stars represent the major island groups: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. The eight rays represents the first eight provinces that rose against Spain. The triangle, white for equality, and the Katipunan's secret society.
Standing before the people, Ambrosio Rianzares Bautista read the Acta de la Proclamación de la Independencia del Pueblo Filipino. The declaration announced the separation of the Philippines from Spain. It proclaimed the Filipino people as free and sovereign. After 333 years, a nation had declared its right to exist.
Tierra dorada, hija del sol de oriente, su fuego ardiente en ti latiendo está. Tierra de amores, del heroísmo cuna, los invasores no te olearán jamás. En tu azul cielo, en tus auras, en tus montes y en tu mar, esplendidate el poema de tu amada libertad. Tu pabellón que en las nines la victoria iluminó, no verán nunca apagados sus estrellas ni su sol. Tierra de dichas, de sol y amores, en tu regazo dulces vivir. Es una gloria para tus hijos cuando te ofenden por ti morir.
Joy filled the air, but uncertainty grew. Spain had already negotiated the transfer of the Philippines to the United States. Through the Treaty of Paris, independence had been declared, but it not had been yet recognized.
Determined to govern themselves, Filipino leaders convened the Malolos Congress in Bulacan. In January 1899, the Malolos Constitution was ratified, the first Republican Constitution in Asia. Soon after, the first Philippine Republic was inaugurated with Emilio Aguinaldo as its president.
Independence was not the end of struggle. It was the beginning of responsibility. The Declaration of Independence was more than a document. It was a promise.
Ang bayan ko'y tanging ikaw, Pilipinas kong mahal, ang puso ko